the greatest extravaganza in sports entertainment. Welcome to Wrestlemania.
It's also the night when the McMahons will finally get their revenge.
The champion has been hounded relentlessly for months. One way or another,
I'm alive, I can't complain no more. The sun out, baby, I don't see the rain no more. To watch
less than 3 weeks remain until WrestleMania. This is Oklahoma's own Jim Ross here with the King of Memphis, Jerry Lawler. And the McMahons have promised the champion a big surprise tonight.
Yeah, knowing them, the champ probably isn't going to like it.
I think that's safe to say. But if the champ can survive 2 more weeks, he's main eventing WrestleMania.
That's a big if, JR. A very big if.
I don't believe it. Is Shane McMahon actually going to compete here tonight against the champion?
That's what it looks like to me. And from the looks of things, he's coming out here by himself.
And here comes the champion.
Uh-oh. Looks like Shano wasn't alone after all.
Damn it. I knew something like this was going to happen.
Yeah? Well, why didn't you warn him then?
The McMahons never hesitate to get someone else to do their dirty work for them.
Hey, if you were as rich and powerful as they are, you wouldn't lift a finger if you didn't have to.
He's a slippery devil. That went nowhere. There aren't many superstars as diversely talented as John Cena. He's as good in the ring as he is on the microphone, and that's saying something.
I won't argue with you about Cena's mic skills. He sure can't talk a good game. But when it comes right down to it, I don't think he can back it up.
King, you're as crazy as a pet coon. Did you happen to know?
You're not going to win a match by insulting your opponent.
No, but having the crowd behind you can certainly get the adrenaline pumping.
This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right now.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. But I just hope these superstars can settle their differences in the ring and leave it at that. And what a slobber knocker of a shot with that sledgehammer.
That'll rearrange your facial features for sure, JR. Look at the fans, JR. They know what's coming next.
They sure do. And there it is. The FU. What an impact.
1, 2, 3.
Boy, this John Cena is his own biggest fan.
Shane O'Mac is not taking that loss well at all.
Are you surprised? The McMahons don't have a lot of experience with not getting their way.
And I think that only increases their dislike for the champion.
There aren't many people who can tell the McMahons no and make it stick.
But can he stick it out? Just 2 more weeks until WrestleMania.
It's coming right down to the wire. He's going to have to pull out all the stops.
can't believe you actually had the audacity to invade the overseas tour like that. I hope you realize that you've just made things even worse for yourself. Wait until you hear what my dad has planned for you.
You don't really believe that your WrestleMania match is going to be every man for himself, do you? We've spared no expense to make sure our enforcers stay loyal and stick to the plan. There's no way you're leaving with the championship.
I might not be Raw's general manager right now, but I'm still pulling for you. I heard about your WrestleMania match, and I'm sure you've already figured out that you can improve your odds by taking out those enforcers beforehand.
We are less than 2 weeks away from WrestleMania. Jim Ross and Jerry Lawler at ringside. And tonight, the battle continues between the champion and the McMahon's enforcers.
It's do or die time. If the McMahons want to stop him from going to WrestleMania, they'd better do it soon.
The McMahons have to be getting frustrated by now.
And the worse their mood gets, the worse things get for all of us.
SmackDown's champion has been a persistent thorn in the side of our own champion. And it doesn't look like that's going to change between now and WrestleMania.
Not if the McMahons have their way, it won't. And they always do.
You think you know?
Don't you think it's a conflict of interest for the #1 contender to be ganging up with other superstars against the champion?
Look, the only conflict of interest that matters around here is the one that conflicts with the McMahon's interests.
Judging from the caliber of opposition he faces tonight, I don't like his odds much.
I put them somewhere between slim and none. And if he's not careful, he might get taken out less than 2 weeks away from WrestleMania.
Welcome to Raw and Boomer Sooner, everybody. This is Jim Ross here with Jerry the King Lawler, and I couldn't be happier about coming home to Oklahoma City tonight.
These Oklahoma fans are fired up and ready for the greatest superstars in sports entertainment.
And they should be. I've seen the lineup for tonight's show, and I honestly don't think it could be any better.
He reversed it. You talk about ruthless aggression. Look at the way these superstars have been going after each other.
They're not playing with kid gloves, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match, but this might turn out to be... No. Go ahead and say it, JR.
All right, I will. I think this one's got all the makings of a bona fide slob. No! No! How can the referee allow something like that?
Come on, JR. You know that the referee's health plan doesn't include vision. I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their hard-earned dollars to watch what goes on inside it. And without them, we'd all be out of a job.
What a counter! I can't believe he countered that one.
Kid Kennedy's mouth seems to land him in hot water with alarming regularity.
Look who's talking.
Oh boy, the adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
No, it can't end like this. Come on, do something, quick. Uh-oh, come on. You gotta stop this guy before he really gets going.
I don't think that's gonna happen, King. He's built up too much momentum to be stopped now. Up the turnbuckle he goes. I hope he knows what he's doing. Look at this. Look at this. You talk about a house of fire, you're seeing it right here.
Yeah? Well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not going to end well.
A reversal. Can he capitalize on it? He's all fired up now, King, and I'd hate to be on the receiving end.
I don't think his opponent's got a hope of hurting him now.
This capacity crowd is solidly behind their superstar. Look at this.
Wow, could you be any more biased, JR? How about some fair and balanced commentary? Watch out! He reversed it!
It doesn't appear that Edge is getting much love from this crowd tonight, and who can...
Oh no! This is terrible! You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum!
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayers. Boy, what a match. I wouldn't even hazard a guess as to who's going to win this thing.
What? Have you got both your contacts in one eye, JR? It's been obvious to me since the start of the match.
Oh, really? He's got his opponent in position. I think he's going for it.
It can't be! Not the FU! I think these superstars are getting some feedback from the crowd, JR.
Nothing wrong with that, King. That's what we like.
Oh, sure. Now the fans start to cheer for him. Now that he's in the driver's seat.
Come on, King. He's had the crowd behind him all match. And now it's paying off.
Man, is there even going to be anything left of these superstars by the time they're done?
Not if they have their way. Look at him feeding off the energy from this capacity crowd. He's unstoppable.
You can't ever count on these fans, JR. They're fickle, and they'll abandon you in a heartbeat. Well, from the looks of things, it's not hard to tell how this one's going to go.
What are you talking about, King? I think this is still an extremely competitive match that could go either way.
You know, JR, look at the fans, JR. They know what's coming next.
They sure do. And there it is. The FU. What an impact.
Listen to the crowd, JR. I think they've got something to say to these superstars.
And if they're smart, they'll listen. Remember, without these fans, these superstars are out of a job. I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma barbecue before tonight's show, but I don't think that's it, King. These superstars are in terrific shape, and that comes as no surprise whatsoever.
What does he think he's doing? He's just showing off for the crowd now.
He's wrestling the match his way, and I think it's going to pay off, mark my words. There aren't many superstars as diversely talented as John Cena. He's as good in the ring as he is on the microphone, and that's saying something.
I won't argue with you about Cena's mic skills. He sure can't talk a good game. But when it comes right down to it, I don't think he can back it up.
King, you're as crazy as a pet coot. Did you happen to notice how many times Cena's worn gold around his waist? Seems to me like he's got no problem putting his money where his mouth is.
I'm not sure I agree with what the crowd is chanting, JR, but I guess it's their right.
1.
Oh no! I don't like the looks of this!
He's got the fans behind him, King, and his opponent had better watch out.
3.
He could pin him right here,
1,
JR.
2, 3.
I'd be These two are absolutely furious, and it's not hard to see why.
Talk about your upsets. I can't believe they couldn't get the job done here tonight.
But there's still over a week to go between now and WrestleMania.
Yeah, and anything can happen in the WWE, as we've seen many times.
Will the champion be able to hang on to his title at WrestleMania?
I'm more interested in finding out whether or not he'll even make it to WrestleMania.
This last man standing match is a chance for you to make sure there's at least one enforcer who won't be walking into WrestleMania. Just make sure that you don't wind up down for the count right before the big day.
They might as well just declare me the winner of this match right now. Because let's face it, I'm gonna be the only real man in that ring anyway.
Oh, don't you worry. I won't be at the last man standing match. You might think that it's because Mr. McMahon wants me fresh for WrestleMania, and you'd be half right, but the truth is, you're already as good as beaten. I'd just be overkill.
We are just 6 days away from the granddaddy of them all, WrestleMania. It's JR and the King at ringside, and we've got a WrestleMania-worthy main event tonight.
That's right. The champion versus the challenger in a non-title last man standing match.
And a brutal match like this doesn't favor either competitor this close to WrestleMania.
It sure doesn't. I'd be surprised if either one of them make it to WrestleMania this Sunday.
You think you know.
He's taking advantage of every opportunity to weaken the champion. And tonight is his last chance to inflict damage before WrestleMania.
And inflicting damage is what this man is all about. The champ's in for a world of hurt tonight.
The champion has been hounded by the McMahon's enforcers for weeks. Can he survive this final challenge and go on to WrestleMania?
If he wants any chance of defending his championship, he's got to do better than survive. He's got to win without suffering an injury. He countered that one perfectly.
A reversal. Can he capitalize on it?
Uh-oh. Come on. You got to stop this guy before he really gets going.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. He's built up too much momentum to be stopped now.
This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right now.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. But I just hope these superstars can settle their differences in the ring and leave it at that. This is Raw action at its finest. That's why Raw is the #1 brand of sports entertainment.
You got that right, JR. You're not going to see this kind of action on SmackDown.
Not on SmackDown or anywhere else. There's nothing else out there that can come close to the excitement of seeing the Raw superstars perform live. Well, they paid for their tickets, King, and they've got a right to say whatever they want.
Boy, this John Cena is his own biggest fan. How come all of these rappers can't talk about anything except how great they are?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, King. Cena's got some impressive accomplishments accomplishments to his credit.
He's going up, JR. This could be big.
Look at this! Look at this! You talk about a house of fire, you're seeing it right here!
Yeah? Well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not going to end well. He reversed it!
I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma barbecue before tonight's show, but I don't think that's it, King. I tell you, King, sometimes I get exhausted just watching these superstars compete.
I know what you mean, JR. I don't think most people appreciate what incredible athletes these WWE superstars really are.
You've got to have some excellent conditioning to be able to do what they do.
Well, that's the name of the game, JR. You gotta keep moving. No dog ever peed on a moving car.
Oh, that's a lovely image, King. I'd ask you where you come up with this stuff, but I don't think I want to know, quite frankly.
I think we're gonna find out just how much punishment the human body can withstand here tonight.
I think you're right, King. These superstars seem intent on taking each other to the limit.
I love that attitude, JR. Go big. Oh, no. I don't like the looks of this.
He's got the fans behind him, King, and his opponent had better watch out.
Oh, no. This is terrible. You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum.
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayers.
What does he think he's doing? He's just showing off for the crowd now.
He's wrestling the match his way, and I think it's going to pay off, mark my words. He's got his opponent in position. I think he's going for it.
No, it can't be. That's the end.
One.
I'm not sure I agree with what the crowd is chanting, JR, but I guess it's their right.
You're damn right it is. It comes with the price of admission.
5.
Oh, here we go.
6.
What a jerk. How about
7.
continuing the match?
I don't think he's
8.
in any hurry to end this one, King.
9.
And I don't think the crowd wants it to end either.
I want you to savor this victory. Enjoy it. Because it's the last one you're gonna have. For a long, long time. You spent everything you had on this match. Look at you. You could barely stand. You won't even be able to make it to the ring at WrestleMania. Much less defend your championship. But I can't wait to watch you try.
I hate to agree with Mr. McMahon, so I won't. We'll find out this Sunday at WrestleMania.
Well, congratulations on making it this far, but WrestleMania is where it all comes to an end for you. Championships and political favors are just icing on the cake. My true reward will be destroying you on the biggest stage of them all.
WrestleMania is always my favorite day of the year, but this year it's going to be something special. You see, at this year's WrestleMania, I finally get the pleasure of watching you stripped of your championship and beaten and humiliated in front of the entire world. I can't think of a more fitting tribute to my greatest creation.
I don't even want to think about how humiliating it would be for SmackDown's champion to beat our champ in the main event at WrestleMania.
It disgusts me too, but let's face it, we'd better get comfortable with the idea, because that's probably what's going to happen.
He has endured the worst the McMahons have had to throw at him for months now. Hell in a Cell is his final challenge. Does he have what it takes to end this once and for all?
Honestly, I doubt it. I give him credit for getting this far, but let's face it, this is the end of the line.
You're not going to get him with that one. I've got a feeling that this has all the makings of an instant classic.
That's probably just gas, JR.
Well, I did have some good old Oklahoma barbecue before tonight's show, but I don't think that's it, King. He's not going to get caught with that one. I'd be a lot more impressed by Ken Kennedy if I didn't think he was such a pompous ass.
Hey, when you're as great as Mr. Kennedy, it's hard to be humble, JR. Did you ever think you'd be watching these superstars compete against each other here tonight, JR?
I had a feeling their paths are going to cross sooner or later, and I'm glad I'm here to see it.
Me too. It almost makes it worth having to sit next to you and listen to those corny expressions of yours. What the heck is a government mule anyway?
It's what you get beat like. We're in the middle of a slobber knocker. And if you don't have the guts to stick around, you might run like a scalded dog with a case of the Liberty.
All right, I don't know where he thinks he's going. This could be a mistake. Oh, sure. Now the fans start to cheer for him. Now that he's in the driver's seat.
Come on, King. He's had the crowd behind him all match, and now it's paying off.
Oh, no. I don't like the looks of this.
He's got the fans behind him, King, and his opponent had better watch out.
Look at the fans, JR. They know what's coming next.
They sure do, and there it is. The FU. What an impact.
1, 2.
I don't think these superstars have any intention of taking it easy on each other tonight.
That's not what they signed up for, King. And quite frankly, I think these fans would be disappointed if they didn't go all out.
Well, that's easy for the fans to say. They've never set foot inside that ring.
No, but they spend their hard-earned dollars to watch what goes on inside it. And without them, we'd all be out of a job.
Boy, this John Cena is his own biggest fan. How come all of these rappers can't talk about anything except how great they are?
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, King. Cena's got some impressive accomplishments to his credit. I think he's got every right to be proud.
Well, you know what they say, JR. Pride goes before a fall.
This capacity crowd is solidly behind. There's no room for error when you're on the top rope. Look at this! Look at this! You talk about a house of fire, you're seeing it right here!
Yeah? Well, somebody better put out that fire, or this one's not going to end well.
Well, we haven't seen much of Ken Kennedy on Raw, King, and as far as I'm concerned, it can stay that way.
Oh, come on, JR. How can you not be impressed by someone with his skill and charisma?
I'll grant that he's got some athletic ability, but as far as charisma goes, his attitude leaves a lot to be desired.
I think your attitude leaves a lot to be desired. If you can't appreciate a superstar the caliber of Mr. Kennedy, JR.
Well, you can't ever accuse the WWE fans of being shy about saying what's on their minds.
You sure can't, JR, and I don't think we'd have it any other way. Oh no, this is terrible. You can't let your opponent build this kind of momentum.
Well, all I can say is someone's been eating their vitamins and saying their prayers.
Uh-oh. Come on, you gotta stop this guy before he really gets going.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. He's got his opponent in position. I think he's going for it.
No, it can't be. Not the FU. I don't know if his opponent has what it takes to kick out.
2, 3.
After some of the things we've...
I don't believe what I'm seeing. He did it. He retained the championship.
I knew he could do it. I was backing him all along.
King, I'm in such a good mood that I'm just going to let that one slide.
And I'm in such a good mood that I'm just going to pretend you didn't just accuse me of being less than truthful, JR.
I have to think that even Mr. McMahon has to realize that this man is a force to be reckoned with.
Mr. McMahon's a smart enough businessman to know when to write off the loss, and I don't see how he can do anything else after this.
What an incredible night for Raw, and for that man right there.
After tonight, no one can say that he's not the best of the best. My crown is off to him.
Don't expect any congratulations from me. You got damn lucky tonight. Just like you've been lucky for the past few months. But sooner or later, your luck will run out, my friend. You might have won a major battle tonight, but it's Vincent Kennedy McMahon who will win this war. I guarantee it.
Congratulations, champ. That was absolutely unbelievable. I can't wait to come back to work with you as my champion. There's a lot of money to be made, and we are gonna make it.
Oh, you bad boy. The McMahons aren't gonna be happy with you. Fortunately for you, I'm a big fan of misbehaving too.
We have to talk.
What do you want?
Money, 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 money. Are you going to break the news to him? You bet. You're traded. You're gone. You are now SmackDown property. So long. See, man, this is a good thing. Teddy Long wants you bad. You're going to rip through his lineup, so this ends up being nothing but roses for you. So, good luck.